On my first working day at this new company, I was told I would be giving a self-introduction later that afternoon. Okay, I thought, until that afternoon came and I saw where I would be giving that self-introduction. I would be giving it on a stage, in front of 200 people sitting in the audience, as well as thousands of other colleagues online in offices all over the country. I have never felt more nervous than that moment. And let's just say it didn't go so well. But if I knew what I know today, I would have breezed through that presentation with ease. So in this video on public speaking for beginners, I'm going to share with you a few of the things that I've been using over the last decade to train people how to speak with more confidence. Hi everyone, I'm Jamie and I work as a coach and trainer, and my channel is all about leadership tips for influencing, communicating and boosting productivity. And if you find this video helpful, then a like and subscribe would help me a lot. Thank you. Your time has come. Your name has been called and you're walking to the stage. You're sweating, your chest is tight and your legs are shaking. You're nervous. Managing nerves seems to be the number one challenge most people have with public speaking. And the solution to this challenge is quite surprising. The solution is to just be nervous. Think of it this way. Nervousness is a cycle. And if we ride the cycle the right way, then eventually the cycle will end. But ride it the wrong way and we prolong the cycle. The first step on the cycle is attention. As you step on the stage, your attention is fixated on the hundreds of people sitting in the audience in front of you. The second step is thoughts. As you notice the audience, you start thinking to yourself, oh crap, oh God, oh my God, there are so many people. The third step is feelings. As you're thinking, oh crap, oh God, this triggers feelings of anxiety, doubt, panic, and so on. And the final step is reactions. As you start to feel all of these nervous feelings, your body starts to react. You sweat, your voice trembles, and your legs start to shake. Now, going through this cycle is natural, but a lot of us have a really bad habit. After going through it one time, we then start it all over again. For example, one of your nervous reactions is for your legs to start shaking. As soon as your legs start to shake, all of your attention goes to your legs. You then start to think, my legs are shaking, stop shaking. This then makes you more nervous and the reaction gets worse. The harder you try to stop being nervous, the more nervous you will feel. As soon as your legs start to shake, put your attention elsewhere. For example, focus on what you're about to say next, or focus on the friendliest people in the audience, the people who are smiling at you. Focus your attention on things that will help relax you, as opposed to things that will make you feel nervous. And to make it even easier to forget about your nervous reactions, you can also focus on just managing your reactions. For example, if your legs start to shake, then walk a bit to release that extra energy. If you know you sweat when you get nervous, then beforehand, make sure you wear a shirt that won't show the sweat. And if you know you forget your words when you're nervous, then make sure you prepare some prompts to help remind you, like words on post-it notes, or even use your slides to help remind you. And think about it. At what point in a presentation are you most likely to get nervous? The beginning, the middle, or the end? It's most likely the beginning, and it's most likely going to be for about 5 to 10 minutes. And after those 5 to 10 minutes, you settle down and you get into the flow of things. All you need to do is manage those nerves in those first 5 to 10 minutes. So in summary, don't try to stop being nervous, because that will just make you more nervous. Instead, accept that you are nervous. Focus on managing your nervous reactions for those first 5 to 10 minutes, and eventually you'll start to settle down. Managing nerves is one big challenge, but another challenge is getting to the point. So many people go on and on and on without providing any information of substance. This bores the audience and also makes you look bad. So get to the point fast. But how exactly? Well, in my experience, I found a point is typically one of three categories. Your point will either be a conclusion, a suggestion, or a need. For example, you're about to give a presentation to your CEO on new ways of working for the post-pandemic world. If your point is a conclusion, it might be, as a result of the pandemic, more and more companies are embracing hybrid working models. If your point is a suggestion, then it might be, to adapt to the new working world, we should design a hybrid working policy. Or if your point is a need, then it might be, as we are struggling to get people to return to the office, we need to design a hybrid working policy. A conclusion, a suggestion, or a need. When you are about to make a point, start with a conclusion, a suggestion, or a need. Keep it short, just one sentence, because after you've made your point, you can expand on it. And the best way to expand on it is to give examples. So if you are talking about new ways of working for the post-pandemic world, then give examples of what other companies are doing. Share statistics you've collected. Share anecdotes about people in your company and how they've adapted. Your examples make your point easier to understand and also much easier to remember as well. Then finish with a summary by repeating your point again and again. Keep it short. So in summary, start with a point which will either be a conclusion, a suggestion, or a need. Then give an example to make it easier to understand and remember. Finally, finish with a summary by simply repeating your point again. This will add structure and logic to your presentation and leave a much better impression on your audience. One final tip: record videos of yourself. Over the last 10 years of training people on presentation skills, I found this is the fastest way to improve the actual skill part of speaking. Because when you watch yourself in action, you see what is good and what is not good. In fact, some people who watch their videos are so shocked by their bad habits that they get rid of those habits immediately. The way this works is by raising your awareness. If you don't know what you look like or sound like when you speak, then you have no awareness of it. But as soon as you see yourself in action, suddenly you have awareness of it. And for a lot of presentation skills, awareness is all you need to change. For example, many people have a habit of speaking really fast. They speak fast because they're so nervous and they just want to finish the presentation as soon as possible. But this makes it hard for the audience to keep up with what you're saying, and also gives the impression that you are really nervous. And many people are just not aware when they are speaking fast. They're lost in that moment with all their attention focused on just getting the presentation over. But once they see or hear themselves speaking, suddenly the problem is clear. They can see and hear themselves speaking too fast. They make a mental note to speak slower next time. And it's actually very easy to speak slow. I mean, try it for yourself right now. Say, I need to speak slower. One time really fast, and then again really slowly. You can already do that. The reason you don't know it when you are speaking is because you lack that awareness. If you remind yourself to speak slow, then that's all you need to speak slow. And if the awareness you gain from watching the video of yourself is not enough, then you can create little reminders for yourself. Maybe by writing on your hand or by using post-it notes stuck on your computer screen. Speaking slow is one habit to look out for, but there are also a few others, and I categorize them into two categories: voice control and body language. For voice control, remember, throw, slow, low, and flow. Are you throwing your voice far enough so the audience can hear you clearly? Are you speaking slowly, in a slightly lower tone, which sounds more authoritative, as opposed to a higher tone, which sounds less mature and more uncertain? And are you flowing your voice so that sometimes you speak fast, other times you speak slow? Sometimes you speak loud, other times you speak quietly. And sometimes you speak in a serious tone, and other times in a more laid-back tone. For body language, remember to be grounded, have good posture, use gestures, and make eye contact. Starting from the ground up, are you well grounded? This means, are you steady when you stand, or are you swaying from side to side? For posture, are you standing straight, or are you slouching? For gestures, are you using gestures, or are your arms stuck to your sides like a penguin? And when you use gestures, do you use them in a controlled way, or are they out of control like a lunatic? And are you making eye contact with your audience, or are you trying to avoid them? That's a lot of things to keep in mind, so to make it simpler, I actually have a tool you can download to evaluate your voice control and body language by yourself. The next time you record a video of yourself, use this tool to quickly analyze your voice control and body language and identify your strengths and areas for improvement. And this tool will even give suggestions on how to improve each part. Check the link in the description below to download it. Recording videos of yourself is a really effective way of improving your presentation skills. You get to see yourself in action and raise awareness of your strengths and areas for improvement, and then turn that awareness into action. So in this video, we've looked at how to manage nerves, how to get to the point, and how to improve your presentation skills really quickly by recording videos of yourself and evaluating your voice control and body language. Which of these tips were most useful for you? And what other tips do you have that can help people improve their presentation skills? Please share in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, a like and subscribe would help me immensely. You might also be interested in checking out my communication skills for the Global Workplace online course in the description below. Feel free to ask me anything in the comments below, and have a great day.